And now let's take a look at a little bit more of eBM's capabilities from the customer's point of view. So again, now Artie back at the ABF company went out on the website, logged into ABC Distribution's website or web store because he needs to buy some stuff. Let's look at some of the other capabilities before we even get into the store capabilities. First thing Artie can do is Artie can look at all of his open orders. He can look for a specific order number, a range of order dates, a range of requested ship dates. He can look for just standard back order price quotes. Anything that's on file inside your MAS90 sales order module, Artie has the ability to look at it himself. So I'm just going to look at all open orders, and here I see all the orders that are currently open at ABC for my company. I can even pull an individual order up, look at the order detail. I can see that Jim Kentley from ABC took this order. I can even go see what was placed on the order. So let's see, this desk ensemble was ordered, and this secretary ensemble was ordered. They didn't have any pictures with them. I can go take a look at another order. Let's go take a look at this one. Go look at the details, and they're ordering a file cabinet with a lock. This one has a picture with it, and we'll see how all that gets placed also. Not only can they look at open orders, they can look at all of their historical invoices. So if Artie chose that menu choice, it'll show them all the individual invoices that have ever been issued to his company by ABC. He can page forward through them, go backwards. He also has the search capability to look for invoice numbers, range of dates. Maybe he just wants to look for certain balances, but he'll just look at it all. Once he finds an invoice, the one he was looking for, he can drill into it. Again, here's all the invoice basic information, and then he can also see the detail. Here's the items that he purchased on this invoice. He can go into a line item and actually see what it was that he purchased on that line item. So not only are they allowed to maintain their own users, maintain their own customer record, they also get to see all their historical invoices. They get to see all open orders. Then next, they can see order history. So this is historical sales orders that are saved, showing this one's active, couple completed orders. This is really no different than open orders, but when an order is completed, it won't show up over here anymore. Now it will show up in order history. So maybe Artie, again, you have search capability. So Artie can search, and once he knows what order he's looking at, he can take a look at this order, look at the details, and this is really interesting. He can add all of these items to the shopping cart, so he can just replicate an order without having to go into the shopping area and pick items out one at a time. That was an order history. If we go to open orders and pull up an open order and look at the detail, he has the same capability. He can take a current order and replicate it. And then if we go back into invoices and pick out an invoice that we're interested in, where's that invoice? There it is. Again, he can go to the detail and he can add all of these items into the shopping cart. If all he wants is the one item, he can go into the one item and add that one item to the shopping cart. So again, what these choices are allowing them to do is not only go inquire on historical information maintained within your MAS90 software, it's letting them look at old invoices and replicate them if he needs to, look up open orders, look up previous orders, replicate either of those if necessary. Also, if you're using MAS90's Return Merchandise Authorization module, Artie can go in here and look at all the potential returns that he has outstanding. So for example, there is an RMA that's outstanding. Artie obviously hasn't sent it back to us yet, or we would have cleared it. And Artie can see that he was supposed to ship this file cabinet back to us, and we're going to ship him a replacement, and that's because it was indicated to be defective when they called in for the RMA. So again, what's really going on here is Artie is using what I call a customer self-service center. That's really another component of the eBusiness Manager module, is the customer self-service ability. Look up invoices, look up open orders, look up order history, look up RMAs. Additionally, he can dive into your AR system and look up his credit info. Now you'll notice there's no fields he can change here. Even though Artie's a supervisor, there's nothing here he can change. He's just looking at his credit info. When did he first start doing business with your company? What's his credit limit? What's his current credit remaining based on his open AR and his open sales orders? So this is how he can see pretty much everything that's in your accounts receivable record for him, with one other piece of information, ship to. Remember, back at the user field, Artie was the one that added Fred. Well, Artie can do the same thing in the ship tos. He can add or maintain the ship tos. Maybe his Racine address changed and it's now down the street at 5414 Kendrick Place, so he can submit that. Or he can also go add ship-to addresses if he needs to by adding a new ship-to address. So the only other thing left now to do is actually shop, but before we shop we're going to go do a little work inside MAS90. So we'll shut the website down.